horror fans, welcome to another episode of Silver Screams Reacts. Tonight we are taking a look at the official Netflix trailer for Sabrina, the Teenage Witch.
This was my introduction to Melissa Joan Hart, so it'll be interesting to see how they... Yeah.
You didn't see any of Clarissa Explains at all?
Oh, yeah. It's late and I'm tired. Hi! I definitely saw it. It absolutely did not stick out in my mind as much as the original Sabrina did.
Yeah, I in terms of like my association with the franchise, I was a very, very, very casual viewer of it. I thought it was cute when I watched it. It was never anything that really grabbed me though.
Then they had that animated version that was on Disney.
I don't think so.
I did remember watching it. Definitely watched that quite a bit. And you know it initially started off as a comic in the Archie line.
And actually when it's sort of in terms of like modern Archie comics, and when I say modern, I mean like 10, 15 years ago, when I was still in high school and I started getting the Sonic comics from my little brother, and for my little brother, I mean for my little brother and me, I'll be honest.
As you do.
You know, they rebranded the Sabrina comics to be very Sailor Moon anime-esque. So, of course, I picked up a couple issues. I think I still have them. They might, because I have a whole, like, box of comics somewhere. So I'm sure I have the Sabrina comics somewhere in my room. Like,
yeah.
But yeah, so it, and like, you know, I did a lot of catching up with reading when for a lot of books that I just had that I had never picked up when I was in high school, and one of those books was a Sabrina the Teenage Witch book, and I was like, oh, this will be fun, and that one was cute. Yeah, so it's not that I have a love of the franchise, it's just kind of tangentially been there and enjoyable when I indulged in it.
And now it's getting the Riverdale treatment. And my question is, and I know that this info is out there and my brain just doesn't have it right now, is this being written or produced by the same people who are doing Riverdale?
That's a good question. All I know, literally the only thing I know about this new take is that they're doing it as a horror show, and
when it used to be a sitcom.
Now there are a lot of arguments about the way reboots should and shouldn't be done, and a lot of times people are like, if you keep the spirit of the original, then that's what matters. And then there's other schools of thought where it's like, no, do something completely new, and you're never going to please everybody.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not going to say that there's one right or wrong way to do it, but there are pros and cons to both approaches. Yeah. And it's all in the execution. Like, sometimes I'm definitely camp, oh, this doesn't stay true to the spirit of the original. But then there are other times where I'm like, wow, they did something new and different. That's so cool.
And this is new and different, and we'll have to see. And Netflix, for the most part, their original stuff tends to be pretty quality. Yeah. There are exceptions.
Definitely.
The first season of Iron Fist.
Well, I think most of those exceptions are, like, their films. But one thing I often appreciate is taking something non-horror and twisting it to be something more horrific than it was originally conceived as. And sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't. So I'm interested to see a horror interpretation of this character.
I'm just really interested to see what they'll do with Salem.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. Just
he was
sassy,
a puppet.
talking cat. No, I just, if he even makes it into this, or what they do with him.
Or if they just keep him silent.
Or if he's a demon in disguise, which I think he might have actually been in the sitcom.
Can he be, like, can it actually be the Coraline cat and just have him be voiced by Keith David?
I'm in! Anyway, we should do this.
So yeah, without further ado, let's take a look at Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Click.
Oh,
is it muted?
It is! Because I was looking at something else before. Woo!
Let's try to
back
restart.
That sucker up and try it again.
Alright,
take
now
that and wind it back.
Now, without further ado, Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Click. Oh yeah,
that
much
makes
better.
more sense.
Happy birthday to
Yep,
The executive producers. All right.
Ooh.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh! The chilling adventures of Sabrina. Not Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Oh, hey! There's the kitty.
Kitty.
Interesting. I really liked that. I really liked that it, you know, it was very good at being eerie. I'm very curious as to whether or not she's going to be a villain or, because, you know, horror can go in
But they leaned real hard into the goat-headed demon Satan imagery.
They sure did!
Real hard. So, here's what I'm wondering. Because this is a teaser. I mean, we don't have a full-on trailer. The teaser is very, very atmospheric.
Yes, it is.
My question is, are they going to keep with that? Are they going to... Because this is almost a little too much edgelord. This made me think it was going to be like a Halloween Horror Nights maze. Like, that's the kind of trailer... Well, yeah. But that's the kind of trailer I expect for that sort of thing. So as a teaser, it's almost laying it on too thick because it's like Satan imagery, witchcraft, Satan imagery, witchcraft.
See, I feel like that's appropriate though because they're trying to swing so far away from the original source material in terms of the comics and the 3-camera setup sitcom with the laugh track and everything like that. And if these are the same producers for Riverdale, and granted, you know, I would have to double check to see which names, but Riverdale's anything but subtle.
This is true.
But you're right, it's very atmospheric, and I don't necessarily need it to be subtle. I'm okay, lay it on thick.
I want to see a trailer. I want some dialogue. I want a little more of... Because this is extremely atmospheric, but teasers don't always reflect the actual tone of what you're getting. So, yeah, this was interesting. This was very much all right, we're going full witchcraft. Let's go. Let's swing real hard into that, like, okay, this makes sense. But I want to wait for a trailer.
Yeah.
I want to hear some dialogue. I want to hear some voices. I want to see what they do with Salem, because I think that's going to be a really big indicator of the series, is how do they treat the talking cat that was a wise-talking sardonic puppet? Like, how do you handle that? And I feel like all these little bits are going to be really good indicators of where this series is going to go. Because we have, oh, it's the spell in the mortuary. Oh, there's a creepy bookshop. Oh, there's this. Oh, there's rituals with pentagrams on the floor. There's creepy children. There's, like, we get the heavy, heavy horror imagery. Like, we know that we're in for a horror piece. But what flavor of horror piece? Because this is just like, it's horror! And so I'll be interested in the trailer to see what kind of horror we get. And that's when I can gauge, oh yeah, I'm interested. Or,
See, I'm looking at this and I feel like I'm getting a good sense of what kind of horror it's going to be. And again, maybe it also helps knowing that it's the people who did Riverdale.
Yeah.
It looks like the type of horror thing that revels in exactly what it is. You think they're laying it on too thick. I think that they're celebrating what they are. Or at least they're unashamed of who they are, or what they are, or what they're trying to do. Whether or not that's necessarily something that translates into an entertaining show has yet to be seen, but I'm looking at this and I'm like, I feel like they have a sense of who they are and what they want to do with this show. So I'm hoping that they maintain that, like, we know that sort of self-awareness of, like, we know exactly what this is and we're gonna take you for a ride.
See, and I was looking at it like, you know, you should probably Satan a little harder. I don't think the audience got it yet. Like, That's just my natural smartassery kicking in at this. So that's definitely a factor.
And this is me going like, I appreciate anything that like Sam Raimi, works of Sam Raimi, where it's just like we're embracing the fun of this bonkers idea that we're doing. Because turning Sabrina into a horror thing, you could argue, is a bonkers decision. Because
it's not really that much of a stretch.
It's not that much of a stretch, but, you know, everything that came before is a little bit more lighthearted and fun, or very lighthearted and fun, with very minimal stakes. And then to go completely in the opposite direction is, to be fair, it is a gamble. But, like, this looks fun. I'm enjoying it.
I'm waiting to see what the trailer brings.
Yeah.
What our 2.5, 3 minute cut shows.
As opposed to
if
literal
we get
60
that,
seconds.
If we get that, they might just drop it on October 26th and go, have fun!
Yeah,
and then we'll see.
Yeah, so we want to know what you guys think, because as I said, I wasn't super invested in Sabrina as a kid, but I know a lot of people were, so let us know if you were a fan of the original series, and whether or not this sort of horror spin has piqued your interest.
I want to know what you've seen where the trailer didn't match what it was. Where you saw a trailer or a teaser and it did not match the movie or the show or whatever it was at all. I'm not saying this is the case here. I'm saying that's what's on my mind. So I want to hear that, where there was this really good trailer and then the actual thing was like, what in the hell?
Where the marketing department bait and switched you.
What was the one with the tooth fairies that had the really, really amazingly horrifying trailer? I think it was the tooth fairies.
You're thinking of Guillermo del Toro's produced Don't Be Afraid of the Dark.
That's what it was.
Where
I remember that trailer because
theater.
we were in theaters and it was still dark because it was between trailers, and it was the talking about, we're here, we see you, but don't be afraid. Like,
there's nothing to be afraid of in the dark.
As we're all sitting here in pitch black going, pulling our feet up on the seat and just
that was really good. That was a very effective
brilliant trailer
for a
stunningly mediocre movie.
I mean, to be fair, it was an adaptation of a theatrical adaptation of a made-for-TV television series.
That's rough.
And you know, from like the 70s or something. I'm just saying that, like, oh, okay, like, I get that. That's a little bit of a challenge adapting a miniseries into a theatrical cut. But at the same time, I look at that, I'm like, do better.
One of those moments where you really shouldn't have kept as much from the adaptation as you did.
It's more like just, you made it bad. Do better.
And I mean, to be fair, I haven't actually seen the movie. I just kind of went diving and went, has anyone really? Oh, okay.
I've never seen the original. I saw the movie and I was like thoroughly unimpressed. But
and I trust your opinion on these matters.
I've never seen the original series.
But I remember being fucking terrified by that trailer, sitting in theaters going, nope, 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 nope.
Which is one of the reasons why we do these trailer reactions, because they're so fun.
I feel like another one of those might be the Blair Witch sequel.
That, I think, we would not have reacted as viscerally to that if we hadn't already reacted to the trailer for The Woods.
I think it being the trailer for The Woods turning into Blair Witch made it such a good, not necessarily bait and switch, because my understanding is that that movie was pretty okay.
It was decent.
Pretty solid. But the trailer was just the marketing strategy of, this is what it is. Actually, we're going to repackage this and put it with its actual name because you've seen this trailer before and you liked it. Well, here's the framework now. Mm-hmm. Like,
especially since that first trailer had so much critical acclaim, and you're like, what is this?
I legit thought I was hoping for a Jersey Devil movie. Maybe it'll happen at some point. I don't know.
Nope. Blair Witch Time Wizard movie.
Okay, but maybe it'll happen at some point.
Maybe.
Not necessarily by the Blair Witch people, just in general.
I would love a Jersey Devil movie. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Mothman movie.
They already did one.
Did they?
Yeah, Richard Gere.
Did a Mothman movie?
Yeah, did you not?
Was it a romance?
No.
Then what was the point?
To be creepy. You've never Okay, well,
nope.
Off camera, we're going to do a trailer reaction to the Mothman.
Oh no, I think we should make that a special feature for this.
Okay, we'll do a separate video for it, but in the meantime... No. Fuck you.
We're keeping this at legitimate media, and then we're watching Mothman.
We'll do that as a separate video. In the meantime, Katie, where can people go if they want to find you?
You can follow me all over the social medias, as well as on Twitch and YouTube at Kiaxet. That is Kiaxet. If you like reaction videos to non-horror things, they all live on that channel.
And I'm Megan. You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at The Menguin. That's TheMenguin. Be sure to follow Silver Screams at Silver_Screams. Like us on Facebook, all that jazz. Again, leave the comments below. We want to know your guys' thoughts on this trailer. So thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you all next time.